What's up, guys? Well, it's official. I'm back. So I'm just basically getting myself caught back up to where I was. So did have a few things left to do underneath. The main one I want to do is I want to do all the P-clips that hold the actual brake lines in place. I'll show you some of those in a moment. Other things I want to do is I want to get the van under sealed and just general tidy up. I do need to address, I think it's in the garage, the actual pipe, the tube that basically carries warm air up to the front of the van. I've gone back and forth on what to do with that. The majority of it is in good condition, some of it isn't though. So I do need to address that, but I'll figure that out shortly. The other thing I need to do is I'm not sure whether I want to add a fan to it or not. Again, it's something that I've gone back and forth on, and I have seen other people add fans into the system, so it helps just bring more air up. The other thing is that a fan for the that can be added to the behind these vents. Yeah, I stuck that on. I was messing about. And I still need the mesh that goes behind here. That I still need, but and I'm still debating on what to do with the grill. I like the idea of a mesh grill, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So, as I've said in the past, if you're not sure about something, sometimes the best thing to do is nothing. Just leave it alone. So, but yeah, now I've sourced some headlights. They should be here in the next day or two. I spotted them online while I was away. They're a really good deal, and yeah, so I've picked those up. So we might get into those in this video. I might not. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, overall, got a few tasks to move along before we drop it back onto the ground. So yeah, let's just get on with it. So there we go, that's the fellas I'm talking about. Just slip over the pipe, insulate it, and then just either screw them or rivet them to the frame. So what I'll do is I'm going to rivet them, but I'll drill the hole, put this over the pipe into place, drill the hole, and then I'll dip the rivet in some under seal, and then just rivet it up, and then that's it. You can get these off eBay and different places like that. They're not expensive, and yeah, I know you don't have to do this, but you know, they're cheap, they're not expensive, so you know, some people think, oh, it's a bit overkill, but again, you've got to have the pipe secured, so you know, why not? So I've managed to do all the P-clips underneath. I haven't started under sealing yet. There's a couple of other things I want to do first, but everything is now clamped up under there nicely. However, I have been messing about with the cables that control the various vents and everything on the van, and the cables are just sea-solid. There's nothing that can really be done with them. So what I've done is I do have some other cables. They are just generic universal cables that I'm going to try to use on this. But a couple of things. First of all, there is an option to vent warm air from the engine into the living compartment. That I am not connecting. I am going to put a diesel heater in the van, and I will connect it up to that side. So heat for the living compartment will come from the diesel heater. Now for the cabin, what I'm going to do up there is, obviously I want to still have the front vent working. The other thing that I want to be able to do is have heat from the engine come through into the cabin. So those two I've still got to figure out. Yeah, otherwise, I've also got the totem pole thing out there as well. Again, I think the first thing I'm going to do is figure the cable from there to here. That one first, and then after that we'll then start figuring some of the others. But I think I'll do that one first because that's the shortest and that's the easiest. So yeah. Okay, so this is what I've got. And this one works. The flap down there. That I need some oil on that to lubricate it because it's squeaking. But yeah, we're basically there. Then we just got this, the last one that works, the actual flap at the front of the van. So I need to trim this bolt off. I need to tighten that screw up a little bit more. Then we can get this put in, get that put back in, and then that's another job complete. I've got the cable here. This is the one that will run outside to the vent, because basically as the pipe comes up the vehicle, there is a vent there that can send the air to the interior cabin. I'm not even sure where it's at the moment. It's laying around somewhere anyway. Oh, it's up there. But yeah, it can vent it to the interior cabin or it can vent it to the living quarters. Well, what I'm going to use that for is to actually put the heat on and off. So we can either have heat coming in or heat being vented to the outside. So it's a simplified version of the originals, but everything that went down to the rest of the van, that ran down the actual length of the van, that's all missing. And yeah, so this is going to be a good system. It's a little bit updated to what's VW's original, and like I say, it will have the diesel heater to heat the living quarters, so we don't actually need engine heat to vent into that area. So anyway, let's get this put in and then we'll take it from there. So the only thing I'm missing now is the bar from there to here. So I've set the lever roughly in the right place, so I'm going to make a bar comes down there like Z-shaped. And I think that should do it. I'm going to have a quick look online though to see if I can see what the real one looks like. But I think that'll work. I've got some heavy plate kicking about somewhere, so it's about the same thickness as this here, maybe a little thicker. So if I can make like a staggered bar that goes down to that, then that in theory should be that. So I've just got to run this out and under the van. I do already have a hole and a grommet in there. Put them in earlier when I put the actual couple of holes in for the horn and for the front fog lights. So now this isn't going to be long enough. The cables I was able to get just aren't long enough. So what I'm going to do is it'll basically be a small plate about a year long, which will connect this to another one, and then these two ends will be connected. So it's kind of the theory. I've still got to kind of figure it out under the van yet, so but we're getting closer. We are moving closer. So I've just had a delivery. I've already looked because the package was rattling, and I was concerned that it might be damaged, but no, thankfully not. However, if it'll come out in a minute. Yes, headlights. Yeah, they are second hand, but they are a really, really nice set. So yeah, I just picked them up off eBay, and Yeah, I spotted them when I was away, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to bid on them because I had problems with internet connections, and fortunately I found a local McDonald's, and I just took my laptop with me, and was able to put a bid on them just before the auction ended. So yeah, this is definitely what I would consider to be a really good score. I know I've been talking about LED, but right now I'm just going to go with the incandescent bulbs, and then, you know, maybe look at LED later, because these have the what was that? Can falling over. Yeah, these have the alternate, like the older style H4s in, which are P. Oh, what is it like? So it's something like P45, P45T, I think they call them. And the 3-prong H4s, I think they are P43T. That's like the base mount. Anyway, it's like the circular mount rather than having like the 3 legs. But I'm going to get to these later. For now, I'm going to just put them down to one side, and then yeah, get on with the heater controls. But yeah, very happy about that. Just makes life a little bit easier, that's all. Okay, so basically this is what we've got. There'll be a cable clamped here coming in from there, cable clamped here coming in from there, and then this is just basically a swivel point. That will allow it to just transfer movement. So that's the theory. Let's see if I can put this thing into practice. Okay, so I have the cable and everything all in now. I have all the mechanism and everything hooked up. I just got to screw it to the body. I'm just making the brackets for that. But I've also got the flaps hooked up. I don't know if you can see it in there, but come on, focus. Try close that. So I've got the flaps working. Cigarette lighter socket is in place. I still might actually replace that with just a USB socket, but for now that'll do. What else? Handles for the handbrake cable, for the handbrake lever. I'm on actually doing a little bit of work on that. Yeah, I'm just really rolling along today. What I'm trying to do is, oh, there's the handle, by the way. I have made a piece of wood that's gone in there, then it's just smothered in Bondo at the moment, or body filler. I am going to cover this in leather, but I want a shape to it to begin with, so it looks scabby, but that's just the way it is. A couple of the brackets for the headlights are in really poor condition, so I'm making some new brackets for those. Basically I'm in the position where it's just one of those days where I just really want to plug on, get things done, so I'm not shooting a lot of footage. It's mid-afternoon at this point, so I'll probably not get much more done today. But yeah. What can I say? That's where I'm up to. I'm just trying to get as much done today as I possibly can. So new bulbs are now in. Yeah, may as well go up and fit these. And I think once I get these put in, I might just call it quits for the day. It is getting on a bit. It's it's about 6 o'clock. It's a bit of a grey sky now, and yeah, it's been a long day. It's been a very long day. So by the time I get these put in, it's probably going to get down to about 7, which yeah, it's over 12 hours I've been out here. So yeah. Anyway, let's get them put in, and then we'll call it a night. Well, there's the first one in. Yeah, it's exciting times. Actually got the proper headlights in and got them in correctly. Okay, there we go. That's it for tonight anyway. We'll come back out here in the morning and we will obviously continue. Well, it's a new morning. We have some sunshine. And I'm just doing a bit more work on the handle there, but I'm also making a bracket here for the seat. Passenger seat, the mounting bracket on the inner mounting bracket is missing, so I've basically just made a template from the outer one and just cutting it out of it. There's a nice heavy bit of plate steel, so yeah, I've already got the holes drilled, so I'm just going to zip it up with the angle grinder and yeah, I'll give it its first test fit. Okay, there she is. A bit hot at the moment because I've been grinding on it, but I'll give it a quick lick of paint, and while it's drying, I'm going to go and have a coffee. So, yeah, that looks. It'll do. It'll work. It's as heavy anyway as the one that's already in there. So, okay, there we go. That's in. So I've actually just had a look online to see how much if you can actually buy them. You can, and they're about £40 odd. Yeah, that's quite expensive. They're basically a bit of metal, bent bit of metal with a couple of screw holes drilled into it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It was easy to fabricate, so I just had that basically to make sure it was lined up in the right place. And it is. So I'm going to bring the seat out, sit it in place, and then just figure out the how it actually mounts onto there. Okay, and there we go. Installed. So I'll put the seatbelt back on. That's better. I'll put the seatbelt back on, and yeah, I think I'll go and start working on the handle again for the parking brake. And then I might see if I can figure out this getting the seat mounted on that side. Yeah, this one I might have been seriously thinking about doing is just completely removing this and just going in with a conventional, one of the sliding mechanisms you can buy. It's I've just spotted something. I've been looking all over for that drill bit. But yeah, what I might do is I might just go in with a conventional set of the runners that you can buy on eBay and just completely remove that. I mean, it's under the seat, you're not going to see it, and for probably for the rest of its life, it's maybe going to be adjusted 2 or 3 times. So that's a thought. It's not definitely. I mean, obviously, I've got all these bits like all of this to all clean up and everything before I get to doing interior and everything. But yeah, I think I might just take a few measurements, price them up online, just see what they're going to cost. I think they're about $20, so they're not hugely expensive, and it's just gonna simplify it all. Okay, so there's the handle. Yeah, it's just got some primer on it at the moment, but yeah, it's turned out all right. Once it's been wrapped with a little bit of leather, it'll definitely look the part. So basically what I did was I cut a piece of wood that I then bonded to the metal handle, and then I just shaped it, and then I've just finished it off with filler. So yeah, that'll work. I like that. That's going to work fine. Well, I actually ended up giving this a coat of paint. It's kind of turned out okay the way it is. I'll probably still go ahead and wrap it, but just not at the moment. The other thing I need the roll pin that goes through there, but I'm just going to stick it on the lever for the time being. And yeah, One thing I do really need to do though is I need to make a list of all the small things that's left. Yeah, I was thinking about this, well, when I was painting that, and there's lots of little things that need to be done, and I keep forgetting, you know, which ones I've done, which ones I still need doing. So, in the tradition of roadkill, for those of you that remember it, piece of cardboard, marker pen, and yeah, let's write down all the things that I still need to do. Okay, list is there and it is started. I think what I'm going to do next though is I'm going to have a bit play around with the rear lights. I still have not been able to get any backings, so what I'm going to do is I am going to modify these ones for the time being, and the idea being that when I do get some backings, then I can just transfer everything over. But yeah, I don't know what's up with them. They're just hard to get at the moment. There's a few other bits and pieces of the same. I just remembered something else that I need to add to the list, and it's going to be like this. You're going to just remember things and then just add them to the list. Okay, so this actually they're upside down. Let's turn them around. Okay, so basically what we're going to have is the traditional turn signal indicator at the top, backup reverse lights at the bottom, stop and marker lights here. Now here, this is where I'm going to integrate the fog lights. I have mentioned these earlier. Just a quick refresh for my American viewers. In Europe, vehicles, I think it was built after 1971, but I could be mistaken about that. It's in the 70s anyway. They started requiring that vehicles have a high intensity rear red light. And basically what that is it's in really bad weather, heavy rain, snow, fog, obviously. You can switch it on and you get a very bright red light. It's basically the same brightness as your stop lights. And the idea is that it's just vehicles coming up behind you can, you just got better visibility. Anyway, it was mounted on the bumper on this. It had a hole drilled in it. It was a little like rectangle lamp that just hung down. I don't know whether there was one or two on it. Honestly, I don't know. It's there was a bracket on for one anyway, so there was at least one on there. So I don't want to have the lights hanging off the bottom of the bumper like that again. So what I want to do is integrate it into the lamp cluster. You know, it's basically what most modern European vehicles do. It's integrated into the light cluster somewhere. Right, so that's basically what I'm up to. Again, I'm just using these for the time being. Eventually someone's going to have some new ones for sale. And the problem is, I know you can buy, I think, Just Campers and the other one that I always use and I forgot the name of again. They have genuine VW ones, but horrendously expensive, and I really balk at the idea of buying them just to cut them up. You know? Yeah, I admit it. Yeah, I don't want to cut up a couple of £100 worth of brand new lights. So anyway, back to this. So I've been messing about with various bulb holders, and to be honest, they're okay, but they're just a mixed selection. So what I have done is I've just went online, just onto Amazon. I've ordered a new set. There's no point in just messing about with old stuff. They're not expensive, so yeah, they should be here tomorrow. I don't know what that is there. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Distracted. what I can do is I've got these two are good. These two are not that old. So these are the indicator ones. I don't even remember what I bought these for. There might have been something on the Transit. But, oh, actually, no, these came off that Mazda, didn't they? So what did I do? It doesn't matter. You know what? But those two are good. The rest of them off the Mazda, they all use the bayonet type bulbs. So where are we at? They use like these style bulbs, and I don't want to use them. I want to use the conventional style. So yeah. Ordered some new sockets, so like I say, they should be here tomorrow, but I can at least do the indicator, like the turn signal ones, and once I find the other plate, I'm not sure where I've put the other plate, so yeah. it's one of those days. It is really one of those days, but yeah, let's just get, yeah. Well, that's about it. That's as far as I can go with these. As I've said, I have got the other bits ordered, so the wind's getting up. So they should be here tomorrow or the next day, and yeah, we'll carry on with this. But I think that's going to be for another video. So it's been a long day. I've got a lot done, and I think it's a good place to bring this to a close. So thanks for watching. Take care, and have a good one.